Hello there. My name is Mark Birch, Global Startup Advocate at AWS. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, Mark. I'm Dor Fledel, the CEO of Spera Cybersecurity.
So, really glad to have you here today. And it's a super exciting period of time for you in terms of where the startup's at. But I always love to learn a little bit more about the backstory. How did you get started in this field of security in the first place?
Yes, so we had, my co-founder and I had a lot of years of cybersecurity expertise, and we found and understood that in the end, the human factor is the weakest link. And today, stolen credentials and account takeovers are the number one risk in the organization. And that's how we went into the journey to try to simplify and solve this problem.
Yeah, a huge attack surface, right? And we see a lot of these security issues and incidents that come up every day. So you kind of got started with your co-founder. You already knew him for a while, which is like really great. What was the key insight, though, that led you to saying, hey, here is a specific solution maybe that we should be working on? Like, how did you become to the problem statement to begin with?
Yeah, so we definitely found that for stolen credentials, for account takeovers, and for insider threat, security practitioners are missing the context. The context means that the information today is distributed between not only systems, the identity providers, and the core applications, but also between different people in the organization, that only this way can the security practitioner actually understand, triage, prioritize, and mitigate the identity risk. And that's how we started the company, with combining, consolidating, normalizing all the information about what users and identities, whether they're human or machine identities, what could they do effectively, and what did they do in practice, as well as what's the risk that's associated with it, and prioritizing the outliers and the greatest risk to the security team.
Yeah, and obviously by doing that, you're enabling the security teams to have a much better view of all the security risks across an organization, across all these multiple different apps that they may be engaging with. I really love that.
Yeah, what our customers are telling us is that we're turning a problem that's a needle in a haystack into 95, 98% accuracy problem that makes and empowers them to actually solve and remediate so many things so fast today.
That's huge impact. So at that point, how was it in terms of going through that customer discovery? Like, when did you finally come upon, like, this is a solution? And how did you go ahead and build out the actual product?
Yeah, so we've done a relentless customer discovery specifically targeted with identity and access managers and their security teams. And we have found that this market needs a shift, needs a disruption. Why is that? Because it was motivated, for the most part, from compliance and check the box pieces. That in today's attack surface, in today's new landscape where things have shifted to the cloud, and now identity is the new perimeter and the only perimeter we've got, security practitioners just can't play the old game. And something needs to help them bridge the knowledge gap and also prioritize and solve the issues that they need.
So right now, this is an exciting period for your startup because now you're out of stealth mode. What does the future look like? Are you looking at maybe product extensions? Are you thinking about new markets, customer bases, funding? Like, what are you prioritizing?
Yeah, our number one priority was and always stay to make our customers very happy and satisfied. We are every day thinking, how could we exceed their expectations? How can we make their day more productive and make them uncover and focus on what matters most? And especially showing that value to the organization, because identity and access management is one of the biggest pains of the organization. Those are the longest projects. Those are projects that take a lot of time and friction in the organization and have a lot of stakeholders that are involved. So our primary focus is to simplify, show the ROI for everything they do, whether it's risk, time, and cost, and move forward with that.
That is really awesome to hear. I think customer obsession is something that obviously at Amazon AWS we take very seriously. And I love hearing startups also having that perspective of thinking about the customer and the problem and working backwards into the solution. So with this time that you've had as a founder, and I believe this is the first time you've started your own company, so congrats. Are there any insights that maybe you'd like to share with folks that are listening?
Yeah, I think that the primary thing I learned is how to create harmony with the customer, especially in this year in 2023, where the number one value is how can we accelerate the business and how can we create value. And a lot of security teams are now being stretched and torn between their ideals and responsibilities and liabilities and the way to accelerate the business. And we have found that setting the proper guardrails, as well as focusing the security teams on what matters most, is the key to our mutual success. And that became more clear for me every day in this journey.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously you put together a really solid team as well. So, the thing I'm getting out of this conversation is that you just have like this really awesome group of folks that are putting the solution out there to help customers to solve these big security challenges. I really appreciate you taking the time to be with us here today. And thank you so much for listening. Take care now.